Hello and welcome to another geopolitics and international relations vlog. And in today's vlog, I am going to discuss the most important and the most challenging issue right now in Middle East that is becoming the global headlines around the world, and it's going to be some sort of the regional crisis. That is, of course, the Israel aggressions towards the Gazans and the people who are living in the Gaza since the war started between the Israel and Hamas. So right now we have seen that the bombardment images on the social media, that is some sort of the worst war crime that have been witnessed so far in the recent history, that we have saw that how the children, women and elder has been killed by the Israeli bombs and missiles on the Gaza. So the situation right now is turning towards some sort of the very much unexpected and unprecedented. And it seemed that if the ceasefires will not happen in the next few hours or few days, so there could be a huge humanitarian crisis, there could be a huge international security crisis, and there is a risk of the escalation of this conflict into the regions and into the throughout into the Middle East. So far around 2,000 people from the Gaza, they have been killed according to the facts and figures by the international media. Most of them are the children, the women and elder people. So Israeli bombing, they are bombing on the ambulances, Israel is bombing on the schools, they are bombing on the international aid organization, humanitarian organization. There is nothing left that Israel is not attacking. So this phase and this reaction from the Israel is comes into the international war crimes that is defined according to the international law and international law definition. But we have saw that there is a very less condemnation from the America and from the European Union, who are stood with Israel in this crime. We also witnessed the protest around the world. There's a protest in the New York, there's a protest into the Middle East and the various other countries. We saw the biggest protest in Iraq, in which the people, millions of people, they gathered at the Tahrir Square, and they have questioned about the role and the silence of the Middle Eastern countries and the Arab states who are still silent on the Israel war crime and the killing of the innocent people. The US Secretary of State have visited 7 countries in the last 24 hours with his shuttle diplomacy, but it seemed that the US Abraham Accord is totally failed, and this is a setback to the so-called Abraham Accord that the United States is going to mediate between the Arab countries and Israel. So after this point, when the situation has reached at this boiling point, that the Palestinian has been forced for another Nakba. They have been asked 1.1 million Gazan people have been asked to leave this Gazan city and move to the other part of the city. So that seems look like impossible. The United Nations and other organizations have mentioned that it is impossible to move the huge population from one place to another place. But during this movement, in the last 24 hours, the Israel has bombed the convoy of the people who were migrating, in which minimum 70 people have been killed. And we saw the images on the social media. That is a heartbreaking images coming from the Gaza. So the targeting of the Israel and the bombing and firing missile on the ambulances and on the hospitals and other humanitarian kind of things is beyond imagination and beyond expectation. That why Israel is targeting these places like they have so far targeted 25 ambulances, they have targeted and missiles around 15 medical facilities. Since this conflict started in the last 1 week, around 6,600 missiles has been fired by Israel on Gaza, and it seems like this that there are more than 13,000 buildings that have been collapsed. So the collateral damages and the people who died in this, it could beyond imagination. It could beyond imagination, and this humanitarian crisis that is going to be unfold, it is also beyond imagination. So the international efforts, we saw that the world is also divided, because we have seen that there are a lot of countries who are condemning these horrible attack of the Israel, and they are saying that Israel should be accountable for the international crimes and the war crimes into the international court, because we saw that when there is something happen, the European torch bearer, the human rights activist, they talk about the human rights, but now where are their human rights? We did not see anything from the International Criminal Court. We did not see anything from these torch bearer who want to accountable about any human rights violation. But here the West has turned its eyes blind on this kind of the killing of the children who are dying, and the social media is full of these graphic images that a human body and a human being cannot imagine to see these images.